me in reciting the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to the Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 Frankfort Municipal Utility Service Board meeting. First item this evening is, oh gosh, I don't have it on there. Public participation. I got it out of order. What's
Roll
that?
call.
Roll call, sorry.
Getting ahead of yourself.
Yep.
Mike Kelly.
Present.
Mike Reeder.
Present.
Rick Gunyon. Krista Stillwell.
Present.
Josh Ewitz.
Present. Okay. Next is the approval of minutes. Anybody have any corrections or additions they'd like to make?
Make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second that.
I'll second the motion.
All right, we've got a motion by Mike, a second by Mike and Krista.
Second
Roll
and a
call.
third. It's
Yeah, second and a third.
Mike Kelly.
Aye.
Mike Reeder.
Aye.
Krista Stillwell.
Aye.
Josh Ewitz.
Aye. Now public participation. I can't see anybody. Yep. All right. We've got safety minute on here, but we can skip that. You got one?
I do,
All right, there we
Josh,
go.
and it's a quick and simple one because
All right.
I read this when I had to take a quick trip down to the hospital for my granddaughter today, one
Yeah.
of my granddaughters, and there was a big sign up about, you know, with the cold and flu and whatever this junk is, everybody's going down. The best you can, keep your hands clean, keep your hands washed, and one of the very first one was wash your hands before you eat. Okay,
There you go.
all right, but it's just a quick little safety tip with the cold and flu season running around. Wash your hands.
That's right.
How about that?
Don't eat with dirty hands.
No.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
All right, Todd, you're up again.
You're up.
Do you got anything to report?
All right. First off, let me. I think a couple of you know. It was last week. One of our crews hit another gas line on 2nd Street. Is that right, Josh? Was you there on that one? No, you weren't on that. No.
I did go down there and check on them. But yeah, it was 2nd Street.
Yeah,
Right
but-
next to Paul Philippi.
This one here is not our fault. It was a gas line that was not marked whatsoever. Fortunately, it wasn't a big gas line. It was just a service line, but it still scares the heck out of
Oh, yeah.
everybody and stinks up the neighborhood. But that was the second one of 3 in 5 days, I believe.
Yeah,
around
there was
town.
some issue with locates
Yeah.
apparently going on. Because
And this one was just, we had all the pictures before they started digging. We had the pictures after they hit it. We have the documentation where everything was, all the locates were clear to us. So we are not on the hook for this one like we was about 18 months ago when we had one, or 2 years
Right.
ago now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it did happen, and nobody was hurt. That's the main thing on that one.
Yeah.
Other than that, things are going really well. Things have been busy with the big elephant in the room of the data center still for
Right.
me. But we're getting there. I think from our end, we are just about covered with everything, that the information we have to supply.
Okay.
So the ball's in their court on what they're going to do.
very good.
But so
Did you get any sense of a timeline from them on how? I mean, is it moving quick, or are we just kind of in a hold?
be honest,
are kind of in a holding pattern right now because there's really nothing.
yeah. And after one of the meetings that I had, one of many last week in phone calls, I think I got it through to them that they need to take it back a notch, really.
Mhm.
You know, because right now it's with agreements with the power, on the power side
Right.
is where it's at, and it's hurry up. And then in one of the meetings I said, you know, if we would have just focused on this side, on south side of the railroad tracks or in the city limits, we'd be done.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Okay.
everybody just take a breath and figure out exactly
Sure.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because one day I believe there was 12 people on the call, and there was 13 different opinions on
Sure.
what to go, on what to do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but the last thing I heard was still March, April.
Okay.
Is that they want to be moving dirt.
Okay.
So, but at that point, I also asked when they're going to be going to city plan, and they haven't applied.
To my knowledge, they haven't applied yet.
Yeah, no, that came up.
Yeah, and in order to get everything, and they have to have a plan signed.
Yeah,
Can't
Right.
just be like low. No,
It
we're
has to
planning
be
this. It has
detailed.
to be
with colored
detailed.
pencils.
Yeah, has to be detailed. They have to have drainage.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened.
No.
I don't.
I don't either, and I think that they're starting to understand that a little bit. Just take a
Yeah.
deep breath right now, but it is still moving along, and I think we're pretty well covered from
Okay.
the information that we have to supply. And then in your packet, you had this information from Burgess and Nyepel, and what happened here is we had an agreement to design the 200 lift station or redesign it
Right.
and put in the force main from 200 all the way to the lift station or to the plant. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And we did start the discussion on what's happening out at Jefferson right now. And they're almost done with that. I think they'll be done this week. And they didn't finish last week.
Next week,
Yeah.
EJ said they'll do the testing and tie in.
And so while they were working on the design of 200 West, we had them, one crew was still working on that. The other crew switched to work on everything at Jefferson with the new force main going down to in front of Donaldson's there. And they had been billing us against this original agreement. So I had them amend that agreement, and they put in Amendment 1 at $357,500. And so then this takes care of both those projects that we have going.
Okay.
So it's the original $1,784,000 plus a $357,500 for a total of $2.141 million, 500,
Okay.
500 on that. And actually, Mike and I just left a meeting with them, and by doing this way, it may have happened by accident. But since we had the bot program on Jefferson,
Mhm.
and we can go to SRF to fund the bot now, that they're going to just look at that as phase 1 and this potentially as phase 2
Okay.
and just roll it in to a bot program if you don't have a problem with that, with the same thing. So that, well, let me,
She's like, I have questions. I'm redlining you
I'm
we
redlining what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. So we didn't have SRF funds the first part of that,
No.
right?
We paid
For
for
that
it
out of
ourselves.
pocket.
yeah.
Okay. So when we're saying that that's phase 1, phase 2, so would our procurement process of finding a developer, would we the same developer?
Yes.
Okay. And SRF has said that we do that?
Yes.
hmm
Okay.
According to Britain.
You didn't
Let
know?
me-
Did you know SRF was funding bot programs now?
I think I heard that, but I've never done one with SRF yet. I'll want to look at procurement process and make sure that we're not going to violate by not having that project advertised.
Let's just bend them a little bit.
I'm gonna look at the rules and make
Right.
sure that we're
Okay.
not gonna get sued
No, he
So
brought
we
it up to us, and he from what he
This
This is why we
Brenton
have
did
her.
from
Mhm.
Burgess and
That's
Knight.
what
from Burgess and I.
Okay.
that contract was said.
Okay. Let's
Clear that.
talk
Okay.
offline,
That's fine.
and then I want to look at stuff where I can.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
already said that you need to approve that before we do it.
I think he's just giving you a hard time here on, for fun.
That's
And
no
then
problem. I just want to make sure we're not
Right.
Correct.
no
No.
problem.
We
But-
don't-
Especially because it
But-
involves state funds and
Well, I'm not really confused about the idea. The idea is fine.
yeah.
The concept is
Yeah.
okay. I think the issue is what we advertise for the thought process in the
Oh.
first place. We only advertise the project.
Correct.
So if we're now expanding the project, there are rules about what you doing about process is trying to the project, like the fire department, for example, they were thinking about updating headquarters. Our original thought proposal put out all of the projects and end up doing all of it. Have to advertise all of it. Right. Concern is that I don't think that is the
Right.
first part. I
Okay.
think we could potentially pick the same developer, but I think we have to go through the process and advertise. But I'll double check.
That's
Okay.
fair. And if we have to, we will.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Very
I'll
well.
double check.
So anyway, that's where we're at on that.
Okay.
So if you guys
Well, good.
could approve this, and we can get her signed and get this taken care of.
All right. Looking for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve this new proposal from Burgess and Nibel.
I'll second that.
Okay. We got a motion from Mike Kelly and a second from Krista. Roll call.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Mike Kelly,
Aye.
Krista Stillwell,
Aye.
Josh Ewitz.
Aye. What else, Todd?
That's pretty much it. It's
Okay.
just been, it's been
Steady as she goes.
yeah, and the weather's breaking, but we got crews out working, and I think everybody, we had talked about this before, where we had switched to straight eights in all the departments.
Mm-hmm.
And the first week or so was a little rocky,
Sure.
but everybody's getting used to it. They're staying busy, which, I mean, they always stay busy, but it is working out pretty well. And I would say just kind of keep an eye on things. But one of the suggestions was to switch when time changed again.
Oh, yeah.
But then it's still going to be dark
For
at
daylight
8
purposes.
o'clock
Yeah.
for at least a couple weeks. So I'm going to say right now I'm looking at maybe mid-March going from
Okay.
7 to 3 instead of 8 to 4.
Okay.
But it is working out. It's working out well now that everybody's gotten adjusted to it or used to it, because for years it was something different. But just staying on the job sites, doing things, it's productivity is going very well.
Good.
So I would say, like I said, probably middle March we'll be looking.
We'll be here before you know it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
All
Okay.
right.
that's it.
Okay. Well, next on the agenda is approval of claims. Anybody have any additions? All right.
All right. One is for IMPA, and it is for December power.
Okay.
$2,449,606.15. Just got that one in today.
Okay.
From the clerk's office. Another one here for Anthem for February dental and vision for $6,870.02, and then also medical claims from February 4th to February the 10th, $71,187.96, and then looks like a New York Life premium refund for an employee, $109.29.
Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions, comments? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Mike Reeder, second by Krista Stillwell. Roll call.
Mike Kelly,
Aye.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Krista Stillwell,
Aye.
Josh Ewitz.
Aye. Okay, next on the agenda, we have, I put Prairie Creek Watershed Partnership Agreement under unfinished business again, just to keep it, keep it on the back burner, so to speak. And I know that we're still working on that, but I didn't want it to drop off there. So I'm assuming our status is, we're the same. Okay. And then under new, does anybody else have any other unfinished business they can think of? Okay. New business. And I put this down here, and Krista emailed all of us here. Gosh, it's probably been a couple weeks
It's
ago
been a couple
now.
weeks ago, yeah.
And about a
Maternity
revision that
leave.
the city had made to their paternity leave in their handbook. And I just figured we'd discuss it tonight and decide whether or not we want to do it. I think you guys all saw that policy that Krista sent, and I'll let's have some discussion on that. Does anybody have any thoughts on that, yay or nay? I don't really have a desire one way or the other. I am a little bit frustrated that we found out after the fact that they had they knew exactly or good and well we were working on this thing for quite a while and were getting ready to approve it. I'm not sure why they couldn't communicate that they wanted to make that change prior to us approving our handbook. And I don't know what the impetus was for the change, or is there legislation that came along that says we have to do that, or?
I had nothing.
No, I'm
So
not,
I
and
don't know.
I'm not.
I can't,
No, and
I
wasn't-
can't answer.
None of that was pointed at you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
But I not HR that, and I didn't
Okay.
know it.
Okay, Krista, do you have any insight on that other than what you told us?
I
Okay.
don't have any insight beyond
Okay.
what I sent to you guys, and it was Jeremy York who sent it to me to let us know, because him and I obviously were talking. He
Right.
said, hey, by the way, this is being adopted. So I think whether this is, we don't really have like a formal committee for this, but between me or Mike Kelly, I think we probably just need to ping Cheryl and say, hey,
Okay.
in the future, can we just be made aware if you guys are discussing new changes to your
Sure.
handbook, especially because we're aligning so much more closely than what we have in the
Right.
past. I think we probably just need to just have a conversation about keeping each other in the loop on that. I think I don't have an opinion one way or the other on the addition itself. I think obviously it's something that, when we talk about the strategy of us bringing the handbooks more closely together,
Right.
it's one of those things where, do we want to, for this one thing, choose to not have it align? I don't know. I don't have an opinion.
Right.
So that's why I sent it out to all of you for your review and your thoughts. I don't know. Todd and I talked a little bit. I don't know, Todd, if you
Todd, do you have an opinion?
did you
on
have
this?
did you have any opinion? I know you had some thoughts on the policy.
Right.
If you don't want to share them, you don't have to, but okay, that's fine.
Sure.
The podium is yours, sir.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm trying to find it in my email, and now I can't
Yeah.
find it.
I guess
so.
there's really no politically correct way of saying it, but with the time off that we already give to the employees with 15 sick days a year that can accumulate up to 1,200 hours, which is 150 days, and then you throw in vacation, you throw in holidays, you throw in personal time, I can't say that I can support it, but it's not my call.
Right.
And maybe
Isn't
if
that
I was
Friday
younger,
the
I'd have a
19th?
different opinion, but I just have a hard time with it. And part of it might be just by the way that it did take place, that I know that all this work had been done. You guys just approved ours, and then we find out. And I'm really, to be honest, shocked that it hasn't been brought up to me from some of the employees that we have. But most of ours are also past that point of their lives as well. But you got to
Well,
look
and
towards the future.
Right, and that's the other
Too.
thing I thought about too, is that currently I couldn't think of anyone, that there would be like a high usage of this policy. Not saying it
I'm
won't
going to
happen.
say you're probably talking
but-
a handful
Right.
that it could possibly
Yeah.
affect. Right now we got 2. If it was implemented today or sometime this
Yeah.
year, we have 2 that it would affect, that I know of, that are expecting right now.
Okay.
But like I said, it is a struggle with me with the amount of time off that we already
Sure. No, I
give the
understand.
employees, but
Yeah.
it's not my decision. I'll honor whatever you guys decide.
Okay.
But you asked, I told you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that if upon opening it up, just as a reminder, I think of some of the specific things that we would want to pay attention to is amount of leave, and then obviously the amount of payment being received as a part of that leave. There's primary caregiver designation and secondary caregiver designation. Primary caregiver obviously receives more calendar days. Secondary caregiver would get paid at the same 100% of regular hourly pay, but would only get 15 consecutive days versus 30. So those are probably the main things we need to pay attention to, as well as the eligibility. So the amount of time of employment before you're eligible for that
Right.
policy.
Okay.
Those are kind of the two huge things that I think, there is a clause in here about holidays during leave and how that affects the leave too. Mainly semantics and logistics,
Right.
right?
And they have it set up so that it doesn't does not take away
Correct.
this,
For your
that.
vacation.
That's another
Correct.
thing. Have 6 days. Have to burn your 6 days. Something like that.
Or vacation days.
Or vacation.
Personal
You
days.
you
or-
could do that. But
Well, one area
you
that
have a
may help
maternity.
is because I
think
know
this is
some
what
of them
this
over the
is.
years, because they
Because you-
FMLA was
primary
put in for a
caregiver,
good
secondary
reason
caregiver.
years ago, but now it's being taken advantage of wherever you look.
and this is included in the FMLA time.
Right.
So it
but-
would be, so it wouldn't be get FMLA
Right.
That is in FMLA. That FMLA does not require. Whereas
Yeah. And so we have had people file for FMLA just to protect it.
Sure.
But if you have all the sick days, you have all the vacation days, FMLA, your job's already protected anyway. So it just cuts down the one thing it does cut down a bunch of paperwork and tracking about everybody filling out and taking time to worry about FMLA, but it is what it is.
And to my knowledge, this replaces an existing maternity leave policy to now expand to provide paternity leave and to add on the adoption piece, which our prior policy did not.
yeah, I believe that.
Okay. Yeah, so essentially what we would have approved in our handbook, this is now subbing that out and putting this piece in. So that's why obviously we haven't moved forward printing the handbook, because we need to make a decision on what we're doing with this before we then roll it out to the employees. So we have to kind of amend that approval.
If you decide to do that, I have not redlined yet.
Okay.
But there would be changes. There are references. Treasurer's office
Yep.
on that.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would need, but I haven't done it yet because I'm that. Right. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Mike.
I kind of feel like we provide plenty of time for these things to happen. And
That's me.
maybe it's just because I'm old school, but I just feel that it's more than what I think they're asking us to do a whole lot more than what we need to do to accommodate. You know, it just that many days.
Yeah.
I feel the same, Josh.
Okay. Why don't we do this, since Rick's not here, and I hate to make a policy or handbook revision without Rick being here.
Table
We just, table it till next meeting.
Okay.
Alicia can redline this thing, and, well, how about if we bounce back and forth some suggestions on changes we want to make via email to you, and then we'll come back at our next meeting and make a decision on whether or not to do it. And then you can, I hate, that's going to push your handbook printing back literally another month. Or not your handbook, but I know you guys.
I don't want to print it and then add a supplement to it and then add another signature page to it. I would rather just do it all at once, right? So, and in the meantime, I can have a chat with Cheryl about, hey, as future things happen, we'll add them as appendices or whatever.
Would it be possible maybe to have Cheryl come in and say what's
Why?
the driving
What
force
the
on that?
impetus was? I could have her provide, even digitally via email, hey,
Yeah,
what
she
brought
could-
about this
Okay.
decision?
And
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you. I don't think that didn't tell you,
You're all right.
but I think that by communicating or hey, having him just send me an email so I know what's going on and we can make appropriate time. I think that will be addressing that issue.
Yep.
And then in the future, if they're having a hand, same time address
Yes.
instead of they make
Yes.
follow.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very much.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead. I think, do we need a motion for that to have her redline it?
I'll make a motion that we table this until we get further information on how and why would be advisable to do this.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to table. Roll call.
Mike Reeder,
Aye.
Mike Kelly,
Aye.
Krista Stillwell,
Aye.
Josh Hewitt.
Aye. Okay.
Thank you,
So-
Alicia.
Just to clarify, I
Don't.
am or I am not redlining.
Not yet.
Not yet,
Until we
okay.
decide we want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
guys? Okay.
And we get some
Yeah.
information
Yes.
about
Okay.
I'm going to send that right
what
now.
brings us about.
Any other new business this afternoon for the Utility Service Board from anyone? Yes, sir. Okay. We were scheduled for immediately after. Is that how we worded it? 4:30. Got you. Okay. All right.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
Is that what you were going to suggest?
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
All right. But we got a motion to adjourn?
Second?
Okay. Meeting adjourned. Slap him.